Listen up, men. There are some things that you should never tell anybody. I mean, never. If you say these things, you're gonna look stupid, bro. I'm just playing with y'all. What is going on, bro? Welcome to the video. Like, who am I to tell you what you should or shouldn't do? That's your own decision. However, I do like to share my experiences on the channel, and that's why today I want to talk about some things that I used to tell other people because I thought it made me look cool, or because I thought it was the right thing to say, or just because, I don't know, I didn't even realize I was saying it. And these are all things that had a negative impact on my self-esteem, and they also made me look weak and like try hard to other people. And I do happen to see other guys doing these things a lot. So listen up, and let's get started. Back when I quit my job as a software engineer and became a personal trainer, I had this ultimate goal to start my own gym one day. And I would tell people about this, right? I'd be on a date with a girl and I'd be like, yeah, I'm a trainer now, but I'm gonna be starting my own gym. Or I'd be telling my friends about it. And looking back, if I asked myself, why were you saying that? Well, it's because I didn't want people to think I was just a personal trainer. I wanted them to think I was a personal trainer on a mission to become someone important and start my own gym. But here's the thing. I had no idea how to start a gym. I didn't even have the funds available to make it happen. Like, I had done the most basic research. So what would happen? I would tell someone that. Let's say a girl on a date. I'd tell her that, and she'd ask me a few questions about it, and it would be very obvious from my answers that I was just like blowing steam out my ass, trying to prove myself to her and show her I was a high-value man. And even with my friends, they would follow up and ask me about, oh, how's the gym going? And I would have nothing to say, man, because there was nothing actually happening. And that is rule number one that I've made for myself. Never tell anyone about a future plan that I have unless I'm already actively working on it. Like, I've already taken the first few steps, because if this is something you're doing, chances are you're doing this to try and prove yourself to other people. And this is really dangerous because a lot of the times, if you're telling other people, yeah, I'm about to start my own gym, then that's actually going to prevent you from taking the steps to do it, because you're already kind of getting the validation. Well, like, other people already think I'm starting my own gym, so wow, there's no real rush to get started. Not to mention that other people see through the bullshit and they'll start to see you as a guy who's not actually doing anything. He just likes to talk himself up, and they're not going to take you as seriously. They're not going to give you as much respect. So recently I was talking to a guy I know, and he confided in me that he has these insecurities, that he thinks the girl he's dating is cheating on him. And for whatever reason, a few days later, I mentioned this to Julia, and then maybe a week or two after that, I hear Julia on the phone telling someone else. And I'm like, Julia, what are you doing? Like, why would you tell these people that I said that? Like, it's gonna get back to the guy who told me this. And that's something that I've realized. Like, there is no such thing as a secret. Once you tell someone something, you basically have to assume that everybody's gonna find out about that. And obviously, if and when it gets back to this guy, now he's gonna look at me as a shitty person who he can't trust. That's just not a good look. But also, I think internally is bad for your self-esteem, because, like, why do you share secrets about other people? Why do you gossip about other people? It's because in that moment, I wanted to feel like I had the inside scoop. I had to tell Julia, that kind of makes you feel important in that moment, right? And that's rule 2 that I have to remind myself of right here. If somebody shares a secret with me, it dies with me. It goes to the grave with me. Because if I start to share that with other people, let's be honest, it's coming from a place of weakness. That's a weak move. Gotta tell you, I'm feeling extra fresh today. Check out the outfit. Got the ultra cotton crew neck and cream, a little watch on the wrist, simple ripped black jeans, and down below, bringing it all together, these are my shadow gray Cavalier boots from Thursday Boots. They're just too fresh, and that's why I decided to partner with Thursday Boots to be the sponsor of today's video. Thursday Boots are made for guys who understand quality, but they don't want to pay some ridiculous retail markup. Like, these are comfortable, versatile, and durable. No, like seriously, they're actually comfortable. I used to think boots couldn't be comfortable before I started wearing Thursdays a few years back. They're made from the highest quality materials and boot construction methods, using 100% Tier 1 USA bovine leather. They handcraft all their boots with the gold standard of shoemaking, Goodyear welt construction. It's a more costly method of construction, but it's worth it because the boots are more comfortable, water resistant, and they last for years. Honestly, these boots have become like a staple in my wardrobe because of how easily they pair with black jeans. It's just a sleek, elegant, masculine combination. So if you're ready to level up your style and get some Thursday boots, you can click that first link down in description. They even come with free shipping and free returns, so you got nothing to risk. Just a lot of extra style gains to make. Click the link, check it out. So now that the YouTube channel has, grown and sustained itself over some years, a situation that I find myself in from time to time is that I meet someone who has a podcast or a YouTube channel, and they're like, bro, we got to make a collab. We definitely got to do a collab together. And at first, I'd always be like, yeah, bro, hit me up on Instagram. We'll make it work. We'll figure it out. Even though inside my head, I was like, oh, I don't think I can make time for this. Like, realistically, I only like to do collabs with like people I'm personally friends with or I personally know. And other than that, I need to focus all my time on, growing my channel and growing my businesses. But in the moment, I just felt pressured to agree with the person and like be a nice guy, I guess, right? And the problem is I was setting these expectations that I wasn't going to live up to. And obviously, from the other person's perspective, it's now like, oh, David's not a person of his word, and they're gonna keep hitting me up like, oh, what about that collab we talked about? And I gotta keep being like, oh, down the line sometime we can still do it. And inside, like, I was being a bitch. I was being weak. I was setting an expectation just to make someone happy in that moment. And I've learned I gotta say something like, look, bro, I would love to. That'd be awesome. But realistically, I just don't think I have the time to schedule that right now. And it sucks saying that in the moment, but it sets the right expectation so that it avoids all the problems we just talked about. Now, this is also a situation that arises a lot in the early stages of dating. I remember a lot of times girls would text me when we had a date set up, like, oh, my friends are actually gonna be at this other bar tonight. Let's go meet up with them there. And you can either be like, yeah, like, all right, cool. And you're gonna be kind of butthurt about it and upset because you're not gonna be one-on-one with the girl. Or I learned you could say something like, honestly, I wanted to get to know you one-on-one. Let's just stick to the plan. Gains, bro. You know how it go. Workout complete. So from time to time in life, you'll get in a situation where you get up in your feelings, you get a little upset, a little emotional. I'm not talking about like some dude's being a dick at the bar and he's shouldering you. I've gotten to the point where if I don't know you and you're trying to talk shit, like it just doesn't matter to me. If I don't care about you, then I don't care what you're saying. But when it comes to like your parents or your girlfriend or a close friend, a lot of times there can be conflicts that are a little emotional. From time to time, Julia will say something that makes me feel a little disrespected, and maybe we're hanging out with other people, and later that night I confront her, and it's kind of pent up inside of me, and what's natural to do is to be like, hey, fuck you. Why did you do that? I hate when you do that. And whenever you come at someone and say something negative about them, they will always have the same reaction. Oh, fuck me? No. Fuck you. And that's when people dig deeper into their trenches and get more and more stubborn, and it just turns into a blowout fight. And the rule I've made for myself is in these conflicts to never make it about you, but instead to make it about me and to use I feel statements. So I could say, in that situation earlier where you did this, you said this, it made me feel like you don't really value me and respect me, because they can't argue that. They can't come back and be like, no, fuck you. They're gonna have to think about it, contemplate it for a second. That's gonna de-escalate everybody's emotions, and usually they're gonna say something like, oh damn, I didn't mean to make you feel that way. Now the other half of this is when you're dealing with someone who's coming at you and they're being aggressive towards you and they're upset and they're anxious, and in order to deal with this, I pretty recently learned about a technique called labeling. It's popularized by this guy, Chris Voss, who was an FBI negotiator. What you do is you label the other person's emotions. They're coming at you, be like, oh, fuck you, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? You say, hey, it seems to me like you're very anxious right now, or it seems like you're upset, because what this does is it forces them for a second to analyze their own emotions and be like, wait, am I upset right now? Am I anxious right now? And that split second causes things to de-escalate. Rather than you responding like, oh, fuck you, you're mad at me, I'm fucking mad at you too. You say, no, it seems like you're kind of upset right now. This combination of I feel statements and labeling the other person's emotions, it has been an absolute game changer for me in terms of conflict handling or negotiation or arguments, because I feel like I have the tools now, and then in the moment, I don't get lost in the sauce. I don't lose my shit. I stay calm, and usually I'm able to pretty consistently, you know, work towards a solution. Sometimes I can still lose my shit though. Ooh, couple fat sacks right here. You know what they say about fat sacks?
No.
I'm not even the real daddy fat sacks. Kevin's the real daddy fat sacks, bringing all these fat sacks over here.
Yeah, it's a fat sack.
The only Chick-fil-A order right here. We got the nuggets, the fries, the diet lemonade, and yes, the chicken grilled club. Kevin, is there any fast food in Canada that's better than Chick-fil-A?
Close, Tim Horton, that's close. But better, I don't think so.
Alright, if you're OG Beast Nation, you might remember this one. I'm gonna start with the story. Back when I was in college, in Boston, I thought the fact that I was Spanish was like, that's what set me apart from other guys and made me special. So whenever I was talking to a girl at a party or something, I would make sure she knew I was Spanish in like the first 30 seconds. I'd be like, oh, so you traveled to Europe ever? Oh, interesting, because I'm actually from Spain. And of course, it didn't work, bro. But I felt like if they didn't know this about me, then I wouldn't be as high value. And that alone, that I was trying to force this fact on other people, that hurt my confidence. But beyond that, like, I've been on the other side of this. One time I was out in Boston with Julia, the cousin Donnie Matt, a girl he was hanging out with was there, and this group of 3 guys, they were like coming around trying to steal our girls or something, right? And they kept talking about how they were doctors at MGH, which is a prestigious a prestigious hospital in Boston, definitely not a hotel. But the conversation wasn't about that. And we were like, oh, you know, that's cool, that's awesome. And then they just like kept forcing the conversation to be about them being doctors. And it was like, bro, these guys must feel completely worthless if other people don't know they're doctors. So the rule is that the things that I'm most proud of in my life, I'm not allowed to tell anyone about unless they explicitly ask or it comes up in the conversation. You know, right now that might be my YouTube channel. Oh, I got 1 million subscribers. Or about, you know, my business, I got my own clothing line. I'm not allowed to bring those things up because over time, forcing yourself not to talk about these things when you meet new people, it actually boosts your confidence and builds your self-esteem because you start to feel like, you know, you're complete and you're enough without other people knowing these facts about you. And then when people find out you have a prestigious job or you've accomplished this great thing or that you drive a fucking Lamborghini Urus or whatever it is, it's that much more impressive because they feel like, you know, they're uncovering layers of the onion, they're learning more about you, and they're like, wow, this is a genuinely cool guy. Like the fact that he doesn't need to tell other people about this. People are used to people trying to go around and brag and shit. Be different. Oh, and by the way, one extra rule is that next Monday, the 22nd, is when the Edge Black Friday goes live. And as a rule, we're gonna be putting everything on the website. The joggers, the crew necks, the t-shirts, the tank tops, the shorts. Everything's gonna be up to 75% off. So that's something you don't want to tell other people. Actually, that might be an exception. That might be something you actually do want to tell other people about. That all being said, I hope you enjoyed the video, bro. And really, I hope that all of that made sense. If you're still watching, I appreciate you, bro. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you click subscribe and turn notifications on because I drop 2 new videos every single week and you don't want to miss them. I will talk to all of y'all in the next video. Stay beastly.